Alright, so my PSE Archery Viper SS crossbow just came in. So it's an handheld crossbow. It's 50 pounds draw weight, and it's 215 feet per second. But what I like about it, it has an auto cocking mechanism, and it has an auto safety and anti-dry fire trigger, so it's safer to shoot than the other handheld crossbows. So now we are going to see what's in the package. We're gonna unbox this right now. Okay, so with it comes with 3 bolts. It has the iron sights, some nuts and wrenches, and some spacer. Also has some. It also has a foregrip, the actual string, a stringer, the guard and the front sight, and what looks to be some, well, it says barrel lube, but this is actually for the string also, so it says string and barrel lube. Okay, and of course we have our crossbow. Okay, so let us try to assemble this thing right now. So I've seen some YouTube videos on how to do this, so I will just walk you through with it. So what they said is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these spacers. Okay, we're gonna take these spacers. Okay, so we have 2 types of spacer. One that has metal insert in it. You can actually remove it and put it back. And another one with just plastic spacer. Okay, so when you put this in your limb, it should look like this. Not sure if you can see it. It should look like this, and it should line up on those red lines, and then your crossbow is gonna be here. Okay, so that's how we want it to look like. Okay, on the top view, this is what it looks like. Okay, so now that we know what it's gonna look like, we are gonna try and insert it here. Okay, so to do that, we are going to need our wrench, the wrench that you saw earlier. Okay, so this wrench right here, what it does is it tightens up this nut. Oh, sorry, I think I pulled out the wrong wrench. Yeah, so it tightens up. There's a slot inside that. I'm not sure if you can see it. And then using the wrench, you can actually turn it. Sorry, there's another wrench here that's bigger. Okay, this one. So we will use this to tighten up this slot right here. So I will pause this up for you so that you can see. I'll speed this up for you so that you can see what it looks like after. So basically what you will do is you will insert the limb first, okay, then put the insert, okay, put the insert inside the spacer. Make sure you line it up real good, and then put it in front like that. The other spacer you will put at the back like so. Okay, now all you need to do is to make sure that it lines up perfectly on the red lines. So if it's too loose, what you can do is you can tighten it up slowly, gradually, so that it would be easier for you to line it up. Okay. That looks like it's good. Okay, so once you've done that, all you need to do is just tighten it up. Okay, there you have it. So now it's set. If you want to be fuzzy about it and make sure it's really centered, you can loosen it up again and tighten it. Yeah. Yeah, just like so. So there you have it, nice and tight. Next, you wanna do the foregrip. So it has Picatinny rail here at the bottom. So what you need to do is you need to loosen the nuts using the same wrench. Okay. Loosen both. There's two of them. So loosen them both, and you should be able to. Oops. Okay. That one fell off. So you should be able to slide it through this one. Or to make it easier, you can just remove the nut itself. Just make sure not to lose the bolts and the nuts as you're doing this. Okay, so this is what it will look like after you've placed it in the Picatinny rail. We have so next we will put the rear sight. So the rear sight has a knob that you can turn to loosen or tighten this catch that will fit the rail. So what you will do is to loosen this up. And the nice thing about this, it has enough rail system, so you can put some red dots in it. You can put like other sights that you want. Okay, so you just like how you did it on the just like how we did it on the foregrip. So all you need to do is you just put it here line it up and tighten it. So this rear sight has adjustments for windage and elevation, although it's not as the increments are a bit big. I hope you can see that. This one adjusts your elevation 6.6 clicks, and then this one adjusts your windage. Okay, and then this one will be our front sight. So the front sight we'll put here. So there's a slot here where you can put your, where you will put the sights. This also acts like a sort of guard for your bolts. Okay, so it has a slot for it, and then it comes with a screw to keep it in place. So what you need to do is to just need to flush that inside, and then screw, and then the nut goes on the other side. Like so. And in this, they also come with a smaller key, smaller wrench for you to tighten this one up. So yeah, there it is. So once you've tightened this up, there you have it. So this is what it looks like. So our next part of the assembly is how to put your string. Okay, so for the string, they have two slots here. One would be for your stringer, the other one would be for your string. So the inner, I hope you can see it, it's not focusing well. Okay, so the inner groove here will be for your stringer. The outer groove here is for your string. So to do that, what we need to do is, so this is your stringer. I think it's here also. They have an assembly guide, but I'm not sure if it's yeah, place stringer over limb tip in innermost groove. Okay, fasten to hold it into place. So this is our stringer. So let's pin it up. Okay, so this is what your stringer looks like. So what we will do is we need to put this on the innermost. Okay, put it there, and then we will do that same thing on the other side. Okay, we'll do the same thing on the other side. it's a bit hard to okay, just not that much tension. Okay, now this is your anti-dry fire mechanism. So now that we have that in place, this is your anti-dry fire mechanism. So you could not fire this thing unless this knob goes in. More on that when we put the string already. So now that we have the stringer in place, we will put the string inside. So how will we do that? So what we will do first, before we put the string, my bad, is we will cock the thing. So to do that, there is a lever here. What you need to do is to push it down. When you push it down, it will start to cock the string like so. There is a foregrip here and a grip on the back. So you use your two hands to cock the string down. So now that we have the strings cocked, what we need to the stringer cocked, so what we need to do is to put the actual string underneath the stringer. So we've made a loop in here. So what we need to do is to put the string on the outer recess like so, and then put the whole string inside that loop that the stringer made. Okay. Like so. We'll just put this in here like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this one goes in here. And then it goes to the other side. To the outer race. To the outer channel. Okay. So now that we have that in place, what we need to do is to dry fire the bow, so that to have the right tension for our string. To dry fire it, so as we've talked about earlier, this has an anti-dry fire mechanism, so you can't really fire the bow if it doesn't have any load in it. So to actually mimic a load, they provided us with a key that you will put inside here to actually fire to actually dry fire the bow. So what you need to do is to insert it all the way through. Okay, just like that. And then once you've inserted it, you can now push this lever, and then little by little wiggle this thing out. So now the safety is disengaged. As you can see, it has gone all the way through that part already. So now all you need to do is to dry fire the bow. Make sure to point it to a safe direction before you do. Okay, so once we've done that, as you can see, the stringer is now removed, and the string is the one that it is in place. Okay, so all you need to do now is to remove the stringer. And there you have it. So now how do you use this? It says here that this one is to lubricate the barrel and the string. So what you can do is you can apply some on your finger. So it's probably like chopsticks. Okay, so you can apply some on your fingers and then run it through the string, and then some on the race of the crossbow. It says here that you have to do that every 3 to 5 shots. So just take note that you will lubricate it so that you will have a better lifespan on your strings and on your bolts. So it does come with 3 bolts. You can order additional bolts online. We are going to try and manufacture or DIY some bolts ourselves. That would probably be of better quality, because this one is plastic. This one's plastic, PVC, and well, the bolt tips are metal. So we've seen a couple of videos. I'm not sure if you can see that better. Okay, so it's metal, but what happens is usually when you fire on a hard surface like wood, this plastic part flies off. So the only thing that gets stuck on the surface is this one. So remember, this is a 50-pound crossbow. It can do a lot of damage, so you have to be careful when you're handling it. Make sure that it's safe. It's always safe. Okay, that one was left on that area, which is bad. So make sure to remove the safe. Put it on safe to make sure that it fires correctly. We will do some test shots and we will upload it also on a separate video. So stay tuned for that one. It's light. It's not really a heavy bow. It's portable. You can bring it anywhere. The bolts are small. They're plastic. If you're gonna use this for home defense, at least, or for bow fishing, I think it would be a great tool. So yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon.